Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I'm not here with Geeky Sparkles. I'm thinking I'm going to get her in on a video later today, but she's still not feeling the greatest. Her voice is shot, and she doesn't really care about video games. But we're going to talk about this situation. Kotaku is very salty that it turns out Elon Musk is apparently one of the best Diablo 4 players in the world. And they're angry because they're like, how very dare he? Because the story thus far from outlets like Kotaku and Polygon and IGN and is that the right has commandeered video gaming, the gaming space, and they're grifters and they don't actually play games. Now they don't like Elon Musk. He too is a grifter. He's enabling gamer gators on his platform. And he can't possibly be good at video games. I think they're pissed off that he's better at Diablo than some of them are at, was it Doom? Doom and Cuphead? Yeah. And we're going to talk about this because it's definitely destroying the narrative here, I think, to some degree. Now, I've said before, and I actually said in a previous video, and you can go back and watch that one. It's actually one of the most downvoted videos I've ever done. I was just being honest. I said that I do think we have a lot of people in this space who are not into pop culture, who are not into video games, who are on the right or more conservative leaning, who are just trying to grift. I'll be honest. That's 100% true. When you've got, people like Matt Walsh trying to weigh in or Glenn Beck trying to weigh in on video games, you can't convince me that these guys have ever touched a video game, right? But Elon Musk is a gamer. It makes sense. He's into AI. He's into technology. He's Gen X. He grew up with video games. So let's talk about the salt, because I think we're going to see Kotaku and Polygon get shut down here within the next couple of months. For sure. I did a video the other day talking about how Google is shutting off the traffic. Actually, if you go out to Clownfish Minus, we do paywall some content. You go out to Clownfish Minus. I just put another podcast up today talking about the situation with Google, that they've effectively shut the traffic off to a lot of gaming and pop culture sites. And I think Kotaku is not long for this world, and they're very, very angry about it. They're very angry that the grifters on X are building platforms outside of the established, vetted video game industry. And how dare Elon Musk? How dare it? How dare he? He took Twitter from us. How the fuck are we supposed to cancel people now? And he's good at video games. He's better at video games than we are. What the fuck? So let's talk about this. Before you get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Again, go out to Clownfish Minus. Please subscribe to Clownfish Minus and check out the merchandise out there too. We got all kinds of clownfish stuff out there. Check it out. We got some really nice hats. I love this hat. This is my favorite hat now. Check that out, please. Yeah. So Kotaku, Elon Musk somehow became a top-ranked Diablo 4 player in between cheerleading for Trump. The world's richest man told Joe Rogan why he mastered the pit. Now, I don't play Diablo 4. I love Diablo 2. I haven't touched the remaster, but I have not played Diablo 4. I have no interest in playing Diablo 4. So if I'm not 100% clear on this particular run, bear with me. But they're very angry, and they're actually questioning whether or not he did it himself or he paid somebody to do it. They said Elon Musk is the world's richest man with over $200 billion in net worth right now. He could go anywhere and do anything, and he has apparently chosen to spend an inordinate number of hours grinding for loot in Diablo 4. The Tesla CEO revealed on Joe Rogan in a surprise last-minute appearance before the election that he's a top 20 player in the hit action RPG. There are only 2 Americans in the top 20, he told Rogan in an episode that dropped on Monday, that could have gone to Kamala Harris or Tim Walz. He could have bragged about his crazy taxi skills, but he didn't. They didn't put in an appearance because they didn't think they had to. The rest, almost everyone, is from Asia. Otherwise, that is actually true. Yeah, most of the really good players globally are from somewhere in Asia. Sounds like hyperbole, but the leaderboard for the game does reveal Musk is number 20 when it comes to quickest run times for the hardest version of an endgame dungeon activity called the Pit. Elon Musk, USA. Elon starts his surprise Joe Rogan appearance mentioning he's one of the top 20 Diablo 4 players in the world, and there are only 2 Americans in the top 20. He had a time of 2:45, which according to his gaming alt account on X was set just a few days ago. The account shows he's been grinding pit runs for weeks, though his obsession with Diablo 4 was well documented prior to that. Activision even tried to rope him into the game's marketing at one point. Wow. He's just an alt-right Nazi now, though. We can't do that. It's going to make people feel real bad. It's going to make some of our people feel bad. Yeah, apparently, somewhat related to this, Grums was saying, I saw on Twitter that he's hearing in Activision, because of, it is election day, by the way, when I'm recording this, it's about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we don't have the results yet, but I'm looking at things, and it is looking very likely that Trump will win. Very likely. And I guess the attitude at Activision is not one of happiness. It's actually despair. And then you've got Elon Musk being like, yeah, I'm really pretty damn good at your game. On top of that, it's like, yeah, it's just adding a little salt to the wound. Even if it's Musk's account, not everyone believes he did all the work to set the record himself. How does the CEO of multiple companies, who's always posting on social media and currently campaigning on behalf of convicted felon Donald Trump for president, find the time? Did he hire someone to farm loot on the account for him, or buy gear off the black market? Or maybe smooth brain vibing in Diablo 4 really is the aggrieved tech billionaire's happy place. Smooth brain vibing. Now, let me tell you, people that are successful at one thing tend to be successful at multiple things. This is something that I learned way back in school. My psychology professor told me. He said, there's this myth that people who are athletic are dumb, and they're dumb, and that smart people tend to be unattractive and not very athletic. He said that's actually not true. He said a lot of times people that have won the genetic lottery, let's just put it that way, people that have won the genetic lottery tend to be stronger, smarter, faster, all the way around. It's not a zero-sum game. And it would seem to me that somebody that is this obsessed with technology would be a gamer, and he's probably pretty good at it. He understands algorithms and computers, and he's probably pretty good at it. Some of the best gamers I've seen are people that work in other areas of tech, or people that are even in the real world. They're competitive athletes, and they understand being competitive, right? And that's something. He's obviously very competitive, so he has a lot of things going for him. And I guess the thing that just is so funny is that he's out gaming the gaming journos, but he doesn't vote the right way, and they can't stand it. If he were still Elon Musk Democrat who makes green cars, they would have been all about it. If AOC somehow made it onto the leaderboard for Diablo 4, you'd hear all about it. Instead, she was farming on Animal Crossing, and now we've got Harris Island in Fortnite like a week before the election, which made no damn sense. Pokemon Go, right? During his interview with Rogan, Musk said he believes that gaming is unfairly maligned as a waste of time. Instead, he argued that it can be calming and restorative by forcing people to focus exclusively on solving tough problems or overcoming complex challenges. If I'm trying to sort of get an extremely good clear time on Diablo or something like that, or a first-person shooter, whatever the case may be, I can tell that I'm tired or my brain's not working as well as it should. It's like mental calibration. You can tell immediately how good is your mental state. That is actually very true. That's actually very true. I've had that before on runs in different games I play where I'm like, God, I suck. Why do I suck? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fucking tired. That's why I suck. That's why I'm sucking so bad. And sometimes I just suck. It depends on the game. But you know what I'm saying? Like if it's a game that you can play in your sleep because you play it so much, a game that you have good muscle memory for, and you're still sucking at, that means that you're just, you're tired, you're worn out. Musk and Rogan discussed whether surgeons should have to show how good they are at video games as part of their medical training. That'd be very interesting. The discussion came days after Musk failed to show up in court over a lawsuit alleging he was running an illegal lottery in Pennsylvania to help register. They always got to get the digs in. Look, these sites are going to be shut down, right? They're going to get shut down. Kotaku is owned by Geo Media, which has been selling off sites. I think they know that, especially if Trump wins, that things are going to change. And Elon Musk has completely changed Twitter. Like, it's not even the same app. It is definitely X now. It's definitely more of a right-wing app now. And they're angry about it because this used to be a huge traffic driver for them. It used to be the site that they used to, signal boost their hit pieces. This is how they get people canceled. And all these journalists are just, they don't know what to do with themselves because everything is changing. Google is basically scraping their stuff and using it for AI snippets. And that's something that I talk about at length in that podcast episode on Clownfish minus, clownfishminus.com. And the traffic's drying up. And a lot of people are using X now as their main news source, right? Everything is changing, and there's not going to be a place for the Kotakus and the Polygons in the new world. Mostly if Trump wins. But I think it's Darwinism either way. I think a lot of these blogs are just going to die off because they're not sustainable. Nobody's reading them. The ad rates aren't there. I just think it's funny that they hate Elon Musk and he's better at video games than they are. That's basically it. They hate Elon Musk because he supports Trump and he's still better at video games than most gaming journos. So I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later. Join the reef. Go to clownfishminus.com. That's clownfishminus.com. You will get exclusive access to podcasts and videos and comic strips and more, as well as merch discounts. Check it out. If you were a member, you could get this t-shirt, this dismal t-shirt on our website. You'd get a 10% discount on that. You can also join in the community on clownfishminus.com. Thank you so much for the support.